So the big question is this: how are marketers like us, who don't cut corners and rely on hype-filled, black hat, scammy marketing, who are always focused on providing value first and over-delivering for our customers with every single purchase they make, how do we market our products and services in a way that allows us to get our message out into the world, dominate the competition, and create a lifestyle of freedom and abundance without sacrificing sales and profit? That's the riddle, and on this show, you'll find the answer. Hey, my name's Misha Wilson, and welcome to Marketing with Misha.
What is going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here, coming at you for another episode of Marketing with Misha, coming at you from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. And I actually pulled off to the side of the road here because I know the topic that I'm going to cover gets me extremely fired up. There's, really nothing out there that drives me nuts like this one topic does. And really want to cover a lesson that you absolutely need to understand if you want to build a wildly successful online business, if you want to avoid years of struggle, if you want to kind of, streamline and get out of the confusion and the overwhelm and build a real business based on a real market with real products that solves real problems, this episode is absolutely for you. So as always, if you guys get value, don't forget to comment and share. And with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. There's nothing like this topic when it comes to getting me fired up, kind of in the wrong way. And nothing really drives me more nuts. And that's the whole idea and concept of, start a business around your passion. Just start a business around your hobby. And you have these social media influencers. You have guys like Gary Vaynerchuk. You have people, in the entire marketplace out there peddling you the idea of all you need to build a business is to have a passion and then just create some content, right? Don't worry about the product. Don't worry about the market. Don't worry about the offer. Just find what you're passionate about and do enough, content-filled videos about what you're passionate about. And sooner or later, you'll have an ultra successful business. And honestly, I hate to be, kind of condescending sounding, but it is the dumbest thing that I have ever heard. It is the most backwards thing that I've ever heard. And I think, to be honest, why I have kind of, such a fucking emotional reaction to it is very simply this. When I first got started, I subscribed to that belief system. When I first got started, I tried to go down that path, and nothing but pain, struggle, and overwhelm followed. I wasn't some natural when I first got started. I buried myself $9,755 in debt. I got kicked out of 2 different homes I was living in. I had my best friend come to me and tell me that he couldn't, afford to support another man. And all based on the fact that I was trying to build this business, trying to build an online business based on a hobby, based on a passion, and had this notion that if I just go out, give enough goodwill to a marketplace that I really love, I'm just naturally going to make a lot of money. And it is so fucking backwards, and it just doesn't work that way. And the whole thing led to me being, buried in debt, massively confused, massively overwhelmed. And at the end of the day, honestly addicted to prescription pain medication because I didn't, I wasn't proud of, and I couldn't handle the feeling of feeling like a total failure, of feeling ashamed on a daily basis, and feeling like a total loser because I couldn't figure out this whole online business thing. And that's why it drives me so nuts. And the truth is that there's nothing, further from opposite from what you need to be doing than that message, all right? And here's what it actually takes to build an online business, or for that matter, any business, traditional brick and mortar business, any business that you want to be successful in. Here's the very simple formula that you need to follow, all right? And this is the formula that when I followed, completely turned it all around for me. Firstly, you need to find a market, a body of people, a group of people that have a pain. That market has to be big enough that you can go out and sell a lot of stuff to them, but that market has to have a pain, and it has to have something that's a deep pain, because secondly, you have to have a product that solves that market's pain. And those are the only two things you really need to succeed. You need a market and you need a product that is the pain reliever to that market's pain. You need the aspirin to the guy who has the headache and the migraine. You need the aspirin to the guy who stayed up too late, drank one too many beers, and as a result needs a pain reliever for their migraine. And when you find those two things, when you find the right market and when you find the right product, guess what? You don't need to be a sales expert. You don't need to be a sales wizard. You don't need to have, every feature and benefit and advantage. You don't need to go out and create 10,000 pieces of content that no one ever sees. It's literally the most backward thing I've ever heard. All you need is to have the right market, the right group of people with the right pain, and have a product that goes ahead and solves that pain for them, put that product in front of them, and as a result, guess what? People go ahead and buy the product. People don't need to be sold. People don't need anything pushed upon them, because once again, you're simply offering to them, the Tylenol, the aspirin to their actual headache. And when you do it that way, you don't have to sell anything. But the key within this formula is that you have to start with the market. You have to start with the who. You have to start with the body of people that you want to target. And you need to start with a body of people that has an actual pain that needs to be solved. And if you look at the whole passion business thing, if you look at the whole, start a business around your passion, just start a business around your hobby. Well, what if your hobby is extreme ironing? What if your hobby is, knitting as an example? Look, no, I'm not talking crap about extreme ironing or knitting, but the truth of the matter is that there might be a pretty small market for extreme ironing. There might not be a massive pain in the market of extreme ironing. And you going out and, shooting 10,000 videos, doing 10,000 Facebook Lives, documenting the process, syndicating your content on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, every single social media platform, so that you can get a total of 12 people who are excited about extreme knitting following your content is not a viable way to build a business, period, and end of story. And if you follow that path, the truth of the matter is that you most likely will go down the same path that I did, all right? And so please understand, I'm doing this video because I saw an ad and it kind of, reminded me of the whole, the shit that I went through and the shit that I see so many people go through themselves. And it drives me crazy that there's these guys out there essentially peddling that as the idea. But every single successful business reverses that trend. They don't start with the passion. They don't start with the hobby. They start with the market and they start with a problem. And when they have a market with a problem, they create a solution to fill that hole in the marketplace and to solve that problem. And when you solve problems for a marketplace, that's when you get paid. All right. You don't get paid for creating thousands of videos about extreme ironing. You don't get paid to create tons of videos around how to knit or crochet the perfect sweater. You don't get paid to go out and find something you're passionate about and document you doing a hobby that you're passionate about. I mean, seriously, I understand why people buy it. I understand why people want to subscribe to it. I understand why people want to subscribe to the belief system, because it tells them that, yeah, I can just have a hobby. I can just be passionate about it. I can go do that thing all day. And as a result, I just document the process and I can do what I'm passionate about all day and I'm going to get rich in the process. So I get it. But understand that all the people selling you that crap, all the people selling you that idea, all the people selling you that concept, the truth of the matter is that those people have used the formula that I just outlined. Those people have found a market that's in pain. They found entrepreneurs who don't have a business idea, who want to start their own business, and that is the pain. And they're selling you the solution to that pain. The idea being, go out and create a lifestyle-friendly, passion-driven, hobby-driven business so you don't have to do any real work, so you don't have to figure out what actual market that you want to target and the actual pain and create the actual solution, but just do a bunch of fun shit and document the process and you'll get rich. And that's why people buy it up. That's why people enjoy the thought process so much. That's why people subscribe to the belief system so much. And that's why people, once again, adopt it without thinking twice, but understand that the people who are selling it to you, the people who are actually, peddling the idea, they're not out there, shooting videos on how to be a better horseback rider. They're not out there shooting videos on how to, win the extreme ironing contest. They're not out there shooting videos about how to knit the perfect sweater. They're out there creating products in an opportunity marketplace to show entrepreneurs how to build a business and get a business off the ground, because that is the market and that is the pain that the market is feeling. So their product naturally serves as the pain reliever. All right. And I'm sorry, I actually tried to intentionally not get too fired up, because there was a few times I, felt myself and my blood boiling up just a little bit too much. But it's just so backwards, it drives me absolutely insane. And look, if you want to create a wildly successful business, if you want to create a real business, and if you want to create a business that, gives you the peace of mind to know that at any point in time, you can go out and make sales, drive profit, drive revenue, and scale your business, you have to start with the market, start with the who, start with the market that has the actual pain, create the pain reliever or find the pain reliever. Give that market that pain reliever, and your life will be so much easier long term. So that's my message for the day. Unsubscribe from the belief system when it comes to starting your business based on a passion. Start a business based on a market that's profitable and that's proven profitable. And once again, your path to profits will be so much streamlined. You probably won't have to deal with the bullshit that I dealt with when it comes to driving myself in debt, massive confusion and overwhelm, getting kicked out of 2 different apartments and getting addicted to prescription pain medication, based on feeling like a total loser. Because if you start with the market and if you start with the product that solves the market's pain, your path to success will be so much more simple. So that's my message for the day. As always, if you guys get value, don't forget to comment, like, and share. And until next time, I will see you in the next episode of Marketing with Misha.